Hey everybody, it's JJ. I want to talk to you today about the event going on, grinding for the vehicles. I'm doing ARB strictly. I'd like to get the Sturm Tiger. I just don't want to put myself through the ground battle that is to get that. Almost have the third vehicle opened up, and I'm going to show you how to do this relatively quickly, but this could take a lot of time, generally depending on your playstyle. Start out with a few nations that I have and what I've been doing. This is my MiG-21 SPSK. I have been getting anywhere from 3 to 4 kills a game with it. It's been my best one. I swap between planes, or jets, I should say, because I get bored playing the same thing over and over. Alright, give you a few tips on what to use, or how to use them, I guess you could say. This has two R60s, and really, you're going to run in there, chunk your R60s. You want to get just under 3K, so 2.9, 2.8, depending on what direction they're going, and launch an R60, turn off, find another target. And generally, you're going to get a kill, look for your second target, go back to base, reload. I run the R6 with the guns because that's how I get my other 2 kills generally, or my third kill, because I've gotten quite good with the MiG guns. For new players, if you just pick this up on the event, I don't know if it's for GE right now or if it's still a pack vehicle. I've had it forever, I think since it came out. But if you're new to this MiG, please run it with the two R60s and the flares, because in the BR you're at, there are a ton of missiles, and run mixed with the chaff. This is going to save you because you generally want to get up to 3 or 4K. I usually like to go higher, about 6, and dive down on targets and lead my missiles just a little bit of where the target's going, up above them, then drop it. So like the bottom of that red circle when you launch, it's where you want the to launch it, or your target should be just right at that bottom circle. So it's going at them in the same direction they're going. Gives you just a little bit more range on it before the rocket burns out on the little engine. Countermeasures, while you're doing that, please pop your flares. And I'm about to go to the next vehicle I use to specifically kill this MiG. Because most people run with the guns. They are very good once you get used to them. Like I said, I clean up a lot of kills with them. But for new players, please use the flares. Your team will thank you. And it'll keep you alive to get more kills. There's no shame in dropping 2 missiles and going back because all the A5Cs do it. So don't worry about that. What I use to kill the MiGs, and I've been doing very well in, is my AV-8. I also have the A-10. The A-10, if you prefer that playstyle or you're very good with that airplane, jet, go with that. You drop your 2 AIM-9Ls, get some kills, maybe pick some up with the cannons if you're in the A-10. I prefer the AV-8 because I go up to about 5K at the start of the game, 5 kilometers up, and then I'm hunting for stuff. There might be a few MiGs up there, and their engines burn so hot it's easy to get locks on them. The missiles on here, or the AIM-9Gs, they're not bad. You do want to kind of be behind them. Same thing with the R60s. You want to lead a little bit more. They're not going to pull too many Gs, but if your target's moving straight forward, you're going to get them every time. And I can't tell me how many times I've gone up in the air, knocked out 2, turned around, got a kill or 2 with the cannons, and then gone to ground targets. This is what I use for mine. 2 AIM-9Gs. Rocket pods for ground targets, because they don't have them around until later into the game. Flares, must have. You get 240 of them, you run the mixed, because there are radar missiles in there. And if you're swooping down into the furball, which you shouldn't be doing, please hit your countermeasure series set, and that's going to automatically launch your flares for you. I do them in 0.5 increments if I'm right now, because there's a lot of missile jets out there. Generally I do 1 second increments. So I run that, pick up kills. You can run the bombs. This is just for when I'm trying to grind RP, but just go with the rockets, clean up targets, ground targets afterwards. Alright. For Russia, unless you have the Su-7, or Su-25, I'm sorry, the Su-7's the way to go. You're going to run in, you get a nuke a base with 4 napalm bombs, going to do drop all at once. This will kill a base. So that will get your points right there. It's got good guns, but the flight model's a little wonky. It's pretty agile, but if you turn too hard, the wings do rip. Like if you're above 800 in speed, your wings most of the time will rip. It's a little funky when it does, and sometimes it doesn't, but if you have the Su-25, go with that. That's perfectly fine. It's just like the A-10. You're going to drop 2 of those missiles, hope to get some kills, clean up some targets with your guns. Great Britain, I've been trying with the Harrier GR1. I also have the Sea Vixen. A lot more luck in the Sea Vixen. There's too many missiles. I'm just going to say it has no countermeasures. It's a very fun aircraft. The SRAMs have been nerfed to crap and back. They are good, but they're only good within 1 kilometer right now. They're supposed to go out to 1.5. I've had them at a target that was moving, in front of me to the side. I get up there to like 1.2 and it exploded before it ever completely burned out. Don't know why, but it's happened more than a few times. China, great bet. This is like the MiG-21 for the Germans. You're going to go in there, you're going to drop your two magics on two separate targets. Hopefully they don't get flared off because the magics have been nerfed a little bit, so they're not as flare resistant as they used to be, but they will get some kills. This thing flies like a land yacht, or land whale. It's not maneuverable. It's very fast. You can do some big circle turn fighting is the way I like to do it, and bleed out speed and get away and go rearm. The guns are decent, but the flight model as far as getting your guns on target are not. So I did pick this up in the GE sale. This is an amazing little plane. I don't have the crew to fully utilize it. You do need at least a silver crew because you will be passing out. It pulls 18G turns like there's no tomorrow, and you can just annihilate so many Su-25s and A-10s. Unfortunately, it did get an BR increase here at 9.3, so you're seeing 9.7 games consistently. So you will be missile bait. Go into the fur balls, there's lots of little targets, and pick stuff off. I would recommend, if you have the G, just go ahead and bump it up to like a skill 30 crew. You know, that's the way to go it. Sweden. Nope, sorry, got the wrong thing on there. J-35A. This is a great aircraft. Not so much anymore since they took away the tracer rounds. They're kind of a lower velocity guns. They used to seem like that when I was shooting them back when they had tracers. It's still a very good turn fighting and dog fighting aircraft. You have to be careful on the turn fires because it is a delta wing and it bleeds speed like there's no tomorrow. You have 4 useless missiles. They're there just to make people panic. That's it. Unless they're driving in a straight line and you're under 2 kilometers, they will not hit. They are the same as the MiG-21 and the Russian tree. You know, the 21RS, 13K, whatever, same exact missiles. If you have Israel, best bet, bombing runs in the E4. And it's kind of more of a relaxed play. You're at 8.7, you can actually make it to the target. If you don't have like 5 Ators on your team. They get air spawns, you don't. You do get CCIP bombing, which makes it a breeze. You can take a huge bomb load, technically take out all 4 bases. And, you know, you can do it that way. But, honestly, MiG-21 SPSK, it's the way to go. It's what I've been using. I've grinded out a ton of XP. And that was only for like 5 or 6 hours of really playing before I swapped over to my Harrier GR1 and the Ariete just to see if I could do anything. So, that's my suggestion on that. I would say give it a shot, see what you like. This is what I've been using. If you have the F5C in the US tree, use the F5C. It's completely broken. Go with it. It's your way to go. If you have the Su-25 and the Russian tree, that's probably better than the Su-7, but I have great luck in the Su-7. I mean, I end the games with 2,500 score generally. You know, if I don't get missile to the face right at the beginning. So, just a little thing I want to give to y'all. You know, if that helps, hopefully so. You don't need premium aircraft guys either. It's just what I'm using. I spend my SL as quick as I can get it. I have tons of planes and tanks I've unlocked, and I just spend it nonstop. The tech tree variants are perfectly fine. As far as the tech tree with the MiGs, they're generally the same. I think the SMT, if you have it, it's one of the best ways to go. And, you know, if you have the F-14 in the US, you grind everything. You use that. Just spam your missiles. And that's the way to go as far as ground forces. I'm not doing that this go around. Like I said, I'm not putting myself through that headache again. But yeah, it's a little bit what I can tell you. All these aircraft are great. Do not use the GR1. If you have the T2 in Japan, go with it. It's not bad. They say the Sabre, I've seen some guys doing pretty well in the T2 earlies. They recently had an ammo increase, so it's not bad. It's extremely fast if you are extremely good if you play to its strength with the speed coming into third party and just boom and zoom. Come and go. So run with that. If you're wanting to do some low tier stuff just to have fun, this one right here, 2.3 BF 109E7. It is completely broken and amazingly fun. So, well guys, that's all I have for you there. Hope you all enjoyed this event, get some stuff unlocked, and remember, it's not about winning, it's about having fun, guys. Don't kill yourself trying to grind this event. Don't stress yourself out trying to win every game, because you're not going to. Your blood pressure is a lot better if you just sit back, enjoy the game for what it is, turn the graphics up high if you can, and just enjoy the view, really. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. See you later.